This is Jamie with BarI. In this video, we're going to show you how to respond to your variance report, which is temporarily going to be delivered via email until we have a couple more software updates. So the starting point is once you've completed your count and uploaded your sales report, after an hour or two, you'll receive an email back from BarI detailing the items which you'd like to double check. We call this step the variance report. So the first thing to do is receive and open the email and take a look at the items which we'd like to have you to double check. And then I recommend the following. Go ahead and copy the list of items. Click reply and make sure that you send this email to sc@bari.com. Then go ahead and paste the list of items we're going to check, which will make it easier, save you having to type these out, and then you can write notes after each item. So now we're going to show you how to investigate these individual items so we can determine if we need to make adjustments or what responses we're going to give. So to begin with, we're going to start with here with Keg Stella. So I'll go ahead and copy that item. Go ahead and sign into the BarI software, and there are a couple of steps you'll need to follow. So first of all, go to Analysis Workflow, expand it. You'll see this red arrow turns, or this arrow turns red when expanded, and click on Accountability. And in order to get in and look at the details of the audit, you need to start by selecting the dates. In the vast majority of cases, you'll notice that the most recent two dates, as in second most recent, will be the correct dates. So this should automatically load for you, but just make sure that these make sense. This was a reloaded version. Go ahead and hit continue, and then notice that the invoicing, the sales steps will be green and will have been completed if you've selected the right dates. In that case, next you need to click on Analysis. It may take us a couple of seconds to load this, and if it does, you can click back and forth on these buttons here to toggle and make the software load. So as we know, in this case, we're looking for Keg Stella. So you can either look up the item or go ahead and paste the name of the item in the top here. And in this case, we can see the reason we're looking at Stella is because we have accountability at 33%, which is quite low, or is missing 135 servings, or 1.16 kegs. This is based on the fact that we previously had one, invoiced another one, so we basically started with 2.1, and so today, having only 0.3, we've poured with a rounding 1.7, but we actually only sold 0.6. So if you'd like to understand this in more detail, go ahead and click the review link here at the side, and this will give you all of the details just for this particular product. So in this case, we can review the same information and see that today's discrepancy is based on expecting to find 1.5, but counting 0.32. So the first thing to do is check the count. So the count is under here, under product count, and you'll want to check there'll be as many lines as you counted. Go ahead and review this and make sure that this is an accurate count. So in this case, perhaps there's missing whole keg. We forgot to count it, we missed it somehow during our count. If that was the case, I would simply come back to my email and say, found a missing keg in the walk-in. And then I can move on to the next item. Let me just continue showing you how to use this tool. When we scroll down to product deliveries, notice that the calculations here were based on one item having been, or one keg having been delivered. So if you look at product deliveries, you can see the distributor, the invoice number, the item number, in this case for the Stella, the size of the item, and then the date it was delivered. So check it in fact that those deliveries occurred. And then finally, you can also check the sales. So in this case, we're showing sales of 0.58 kegs. So you can see the breakdown here, 0.58, it's split between these two buttons. And so they have a 16-ounce Stella button. We account for 14.5 ounces, allowing for some head, and 35 times 14 is this many or this many kegs. So again, check all of the information around the product and then tell us a little note. If no adjustment is required, you can go ahead and put NAR or no adjustment required or something to that effect to confirm that everything is good there. Once you've completed these double checks for all of the items, this is a first count, hence a big list of items, go ahead and, like I said, make sure you're sending this to sc@bari.com. Go ahead and press send, and then when we are able to reconcile these adjustments, we will share your report with you and your team. As always, thanks for watching, and let us know if you need any other videos to explain other parts of the process. Thank you.